Hi, my name is Bernie Crump. I'm a software product manager at Emerson with Fisher Flow Controls here in Marshalltown, Iowa. Emerson is a global technology leader. Emerson is ranked 33 on Fortune magazine's most innovative companies this year. And we are the IoT Breakthrough Company of the Year 5 of the 6 past years. Fisher Instruments manufactures FieldView brand digital valve controllers. Digital valve controllers are devices that mount on valves and actuators to bring process control to the valve, also collect information about how that valve is performing to the process system to allow customers to have oversight and assurance that their final flow control operations are working as expected. We have over 3 million instruments sold. Our latest generation digital valve controller is the DVC-7K. The DVC-7K and our legacy 6200 digital valve controllers are managed by a software product called ValveLink. ValveLink has been evolving for over 25 years, and we're just now releasing a refresh and remake of ValveLink called ValveLink Pro that is being initially targeted to specifically support the DVC-7K. ValveLink Pro is slated for release middle of 2025. The problem that we've got is that ValveLink requires connectivity to perform 2 main functions. It needs connectivity to receive step-up licenses, which need to be downloaded to the digital valve controllers that will unlock enhanced features and functionality in the device. We also need connectivity when customers are having trouble diagnosing a problem. ValveLink gives them a user interface for them to troubleshoot the problems themselves, but when they can't or they need outside help, we need that diagnostic information to help them troubleshoot. That's the second area, is getting that information out of these networks. These control systems are architected very specifically to be disconnected systems. They're air-gapped from the outside world. They do that primarily for cybersecurity and also to be able to control the environment so they can take only measured steps and control the variables of the things that are controlling their process, which is the reason why they're in business. It's common for us to find ValveLink installed on a PC, a Panasonic Toughbook. That's where all their valve diagnostic information lives. It's prohibited from talking to the internet, and it's prohibited from connecting to their control system. And it's just an island of information that we need some way to bridge to. The way that we've historically solved this problem is that when someone buys step-up licenses, so they want to unlock functionality in one or multiple digital valve controllers, we'll sell them the licenses on a secure thumb drive and ship it to them. They'll take that thumb drive to ValveLink Pro or ValveLink, and that will provide the step-up, fulfill the licenses with the devices. The problem is that our customers are seeing the USB ports on these machines running ValveLink as a threat vector, and they're blocking access to the USB port. And that's creating a challenge for us to find another way to get those licenses to the device. And in terms of getting diagnostic information out back to the subject matter experts, we've never had a good solution for that. That remains an ongoing problem. So the solution, our proposed solution, and our project for you, and where we're looking for your help, is to leverage mobile devices in the fulfillment of these functions. Cellular coverage has become ubiquitous, and we're finding through surveys with our customers that more and more frequently, instrument technicians are required to carry mobile phones in the execution of their jobs. We want to develop a mobile agent for ValveLink Pro to act as a proof of concept for us to use mobile agent as a data mule to deliver software license information to remote disconnected instances of ValveLink Pro and collect that diagnostic information and move it out. The other side of this solution we're looking at from the students is a cloud-based application web portal, a place for us to put software licenses to be delivered to the mobile agent, and a place to pick up diagnostic information that has been moved from the disconnected network. Your mission statement is to develop for us a functional model, and features can't be developed, we'll want to simulate, but something that we can take to our sales and marketing people to help with the conveying of the message, shop this message, mature this message with our customers. Our customer demographics are changing. Our customer operations personnel is becoming younger, more technically savvy, more comfortable with the use of mobile devices, applications, and cybersecurity mechanisms. And we think we've reached a point in time that audience, it would be receptive to a solution like this that is fairly new to our industry. I'll walk through a few use case scenarios briefly. The first use case is an instrument technician who requires to step up unlock functionality in a digital valve controller. So they would use ValveLink Pro to connect to the controller and connect unique device information that we need to create the license for that step up to happen. That information is collected from one or many digital valve controllers, brought back to ValveLink, where the mobile agent would pick up those files or file from ValveLink, move it up to the cloud. On the backside, we'll create the license information. We'll give it back to the cloud, which will push it back to the mobile agent, where we'll take it back to the disconnected network, give it to ValveLink Pro, and ValveLink Pro will fulfill those licenses to the prescribed digital valve controllers. That's scenario one. The second scenario is the DVC-7K has Bluetooth built into it, and we would look for the mobile agent to connect directly to the instrument and pull the unique device information and move that up to the cloud, get the license, bring it back, and then do that license fulfillment function directly to the DVC, the digital valve controller. Second use case, again, an instrument technician, but the scenario is diagnostic data. So ValveLink Pro would participate by collecting diagnostic information from various one or many valve controller assemblies that they're having issues with. The mobile agent will pick up that file or files from ValveLink Pro, move it up to the cloud and the customer can share that information with the subject matter experts to help them resolve whatever issues that they're having. The second scenario, just like with licenses, is for the mobile agent to connect directly to the DVC-7K, use Bluetooth. It's an Emerson secure Bluetooth protocol that you'd use to pull that information off pull those diagnostic files from the controller, move it up to the cloud, and again, it's in a place where it can be shared with subject matter experts to help them diagnose the problem. The third use case is a maintenance supervisor or instrument engineer. We would provide a logon portal for them to log on to access the cloud application, and in there let them perform some basic management and administration functions. So what users within their organization can use the mobile agent that are authorized to use it, and which ones they can administer rights, administer permissions, and provide some basic input-output mailboxes for us to drop files into and collect files up. So they would be able to run the backside. The system's going to be standalone and disconnected from broader systems. Obviously, the product that we would use is highly integrated into our back-end systems, both for the billing of software and the collection of these files, and also the security piece. But for your job, it's just to develop this standalone, isolated system, again, for us to shop the functionality to our customers. And there's several areas here where we're looking for design creativity and innovation. Well, we're less interested in, I suspect you are too, than being a developer that can just quickly and accurately translate functional requirements into code. We're looking for more involvement in the process and helping us be innovative and help us be novel with our approach to this. There are several areas where we're looking for creative input. I use the term automagical in my marketing presentations quite a bit. Having the system be easy to use to the point where you're vaguely even aware that it's happening is the design goal. To the degree it involves a lot of customer training or involvement, decreases the likelihood that we'll be successful in selling this. So there's a lot we'll talk about there in terms of ways we could go about doing that, and we're interested in your thoughts and ideas as well. I'll turn it over to Nathan Grime here shortly. He's our software development manager that will walk you through our development methodologies and a little bit more overview on the technologies that we'll use. But one technology specifically I wanted to speak to is our hope to use NFC as as a linchpin technology in the fulfillment of this prototype system. NFC, as you're aware, near field communications used by Apple Pay, Google Pay, credit cards directly on the NFC sensor is a secure way to move data back and forth between two trusted entities, and that trusted entity would be the customer and Emerson. And NFC gives us, there's a methodology for taking NFC and translating that session to a secure Bluetooth session. That's another means we'd need to explore with moving data from the remote instances of ValveLink back to the mobile agent. And a third one we'd like to build, if possible, would be the use of a QR, having ValveLink generate a QR code that would exchange information with the mobile app, or transmit information to the mobile app to allow for establishment of a secure communication link for us to move files that way. The security piece we know and we anticipate is going to be a difficult hurdle for us to challenge. We're hoping that one of these or all of these mechanisms will be acceptable to our customer. And the code that we're looking at from you and the things that Nate will talk about here in terms of our standards and our quality and our methodology expectations, it's our hope that the work product from this session with you all will be something that we can actually pull into our system and use it as a foundation piece to continue to build from if we're successful with these ideas with our customer base. On that note, I'll turn it over to Nathan to talk through more of our development methodologies.
Thanks, Bertie. Hi, my name is Nathan Grime, and I'm the Software Development Manager for our ValveLink Pro project, and I will be a technical resource for this engagement. Today, I'll be talking to you about some of the technologies and methodologies that you can expect during this project. First, let's take a look at the technologies. We see the mobile application as having 3 points of connectivity, one with ValveLink Pro through NFC or a QR code to a secure Bluetooth connection, one directly with our DVC device through a secure Bluetooth, and one with a cloud instance through cellular or Wi-Fi. The cloud instance would be to support a NoSQL database to hold information until it's ready to use or synced to somewhere else. We are asking to use NoSQL as this is what we currently use within our ValveLink Pro application and would hopefully like to simplify any future integrations between the two applications. For the mobile development side of things, we are open to ideas on what tech stack to use. For example, you could use .NET MAUI, React Native, or you could even use a mixture of the two. Now on to development methodologies. During the project, we would like the team to use Git as their version control and Azure DevOps for requirement and task tracking. For day-to-day common practices, we would like to see the team using a few things. First, test-driven development, pair programming, continuous integration, tasks with defined and testable acceptance criteria, code to be reviewed by people outside of the pair who developed it, and to stick to a coding style guide. The next point here is third-party open source. Let's make sure that we don't try to reinvent the wheel, so we should try to take advantage of what we can that is already out there. And finally, we follow a motto here at Emerson Fisher that is created by Kent Beck, which is to make it work, make it right, and make it fast. In essence, we should get the code to solve the problem at hand. Next, let's refactor the code to make sure the problem is solved correctly. And third, refactor again to make it fast and efficient. Now, these are exciting times, and from everyone here at Emerson Fisher Flow Controls, we look forward to working alongside you and your team to create this new and innovative project.